Never before has a search of such magnitude taken place at Piha involving a baby. Cameraman Byron has been approached by a member of the public informing him about a serious incident involving a baby being mistreated by a drunk lady at the Blue Pools.
Yeah, so what we got is we got an informant 5 minutes ago to the surf club. There was a lady over at the Blue Pools that she was severely intoxicated. She had a young baby with her, and the baby was being thrown up and down by the lady.
The Blue Pools is a bay south of Piha's main beach, which can usually only be accessed by walking around the rocks or up a walking track. Luckily, an extreme low tides means they can drive. The lifeguards reach the area, but there is no lady or baby in sight.
Over in the Blue Pools, that's all we know at the moment.
Lifeguard Paul Downey spots a group of people on Dawson's Ledge and checks if they too have seen the incident.
Which one? Back to the beach.
Yeah, there's like a big family of them.
Okay.
One of them was got something to do.
Yeah. So they've gone back through the way we came?
Immediately, lifeguards Paul and Tommy follow the directions of this group back to the main beach. Everyone on the beach is questioned.
We're looking for a lady with a baby. It's like she's walking around with the group.
Oh, I
In the distance, a woman stumbles near the dunes. A man runs back to her aid as the lifeguards approach her.
Okay. We're looking for a lady with a baby.
You haven't seen a... No? You sure? Have you seen anyone in distress?
No.
Have you seen anyone with a baby?
No. The camera.
You right? Yeah. You guys right? Yeah. We got told there was a lady that was in distress with a baby.
No. Not us.
Not us.
Yeah.
Well, you guys been around there?
Paul Pico tries to make sense of the information to establish what has happened.
I think that's our lady we're looking for. We've just got to find out where the baby is now. But she's not giving us the full story, so...
Not me.
No, but we've got to ask.
I've been here 7 times. I've been here 7 times, but yeah. Check baby, yeah.
She's definitely intoxicated, eh?
Yeah. I'd say so.
Yeah. Just where's the baby?
Where's the baby, yeah.
Yeah.
Should be hard to walk in a straight line. Hey, they're all in that blue car starting to drive away.
We'll get a quad up there and we'll take the quad past it.
Get the license plate number.
5-8. Try and get the license plate.
Unfortunately, they are too late.
Surfcom, we require the assistance of the police, and could you please activate the Piha call-out squad, over?
Yeah, Roger, have it copied, activating PR call-out squad and calling police, thank you.
Warhead north.
Lifeguard Tommy expands the search to include finding the first informant or any new information, while Paul Downey goes back to the Blue Pools. Paul is lucky. There's a group of people he spoke to on the rocks.
We spoke to you guys up there, What do they look like? What does the group look like?
There was a girl in a purple shirt, and
the
purple shirt was kind of freaking out.
Yeah, she was wasted. But there was a
She
baby.
couldn't even walk.
Was there a kid involved?
Some retarded horse had said that she was abusing her kid, and they were walking back that way.
So there's a guy in white with a baseball hat. There's the girl in the shorts.
diaper.
He was carrying a diaper.
Yeah, dirty diaper. At least they carried it out.
Yeah.
Do we need Westpac yet?
No, we don't think it was a baby.
That's a negative, Surfcom. That is a negative. We're still trying to ascertain whether we are looking at an in-water search or an on-land search, over.
En route north, Tommy spots two women with a child.
How's it going today? And whereabouts have you guys been in the last 30 minutes or so? Just around here? You were on the south end of Piha? No. Okay. We just had reports of an older lady with her kid. She was intoxicated and the kid was blue and hypoxic from the cold. So we're just questioning everyone to see if they've seen anything or know anything.
Back at South Piha, lifeguards Paul and Paul are left no clearer picture as to where the baby might be.
Just tell them to meet us at the surf club.
Hey, can you guys come up to the surf club?
All crews assemble.
The additional? Nothing, mate. Have you got the registration plate? You haven't got it. Are we trying to find it? They need it. Yeah. The only thing I got was the first 3 letters.
The United North Piha guards arrive.
I reckon we put a boat in.
Everyone fears the worst. They devise a plan to cover all bases.
Take the ocean side, you guys take the beach side.
Paul Pico is nominated to direct the search from the club room. Lifeguard Paul Downey takes the land route to the blue pools, while United guards take to the water. American exchange guards Tommy and Bauman Chelsea prepare to launch the second IRB.
Even though we believe that we found the woman in question, we're still not counting anything out. The fact that they could be in the water on the corner, we're launching a second boat, cross out any possibility.
That is, the possibility of a baby being disposed of in the water. The same is done on land. Paul checks for any signs of foul play.
Places that are nice and easy to get to if you're intoxicated.
On the main beach, first response is now on scene.
No reg 09. 15, left the scene 15 minutes ago. So if they're on the road, they probably will see this car on the way. All I have from police is that a mother has thrown a baby into the blue pool.
They're querying whether the child has been taken back into the city with the parents. So there's some doubt as to whether the child's still missing.
They're going to keep coming, just in case, ambulance, and they'll pass on that intel to the police, and maybe they'll see them on the road. I hope so, eh? So it's pretty horrible.
At the surf club, members of the call-out squad arrive. Lifeguard Jonathan is now in charge leading the search.
Surfcom, can anyone confirm if we have details of the informant? Surfcom, stand by, just take details from some members on public who have the victim potentially leaving. Stand by for further details.
Hey, bro.
She was screwed up on something. Yelling at herself, and she started yelling about how she was accused of abusing her baby.
They walked around from the rocks at the same time as we walked around, so we couldn't see them until they walked right past us, and that was when we heard them saying that they got accused of mistreating the baby.
Meanwhile, while there is no certainty, Paul's search extends into private property. The first police unit arrives. On their way to Piha, a car matching the description of the couple in question has been pulled up.
Any silver Subarus across the road?
We've just pulled one up. So they're only offered 2 people.
2 people.
After a thorough sweep with no result,
Get back up to the club.
Paul heads back to base for further instruction. Tommy too is back on land.
Any new status? Yeah, got the rhino.
Yeah, Piha, rhino. What are you guys up to over there?
Piha, surf club, Piha, rhino. We've already convened right next to the estuary, and we're awaiting any further directions or a new status.
Piha, rhino. If you guys want to have a quick look through the car park, and then if you want to head back to the surf club, over.
Yeah, copy last.
A search of the car park areas uncovers nothing.
Who's the informant? Who's seen it happen?
Byron spoke to the informant.
Cameraman Byron and lifeguard Paul inform the constable.
The group that we had come up, which was sent up to the surf club, said it was an informant.
A second police unit arrives. After discussions with police, Surfcom reinstates the search. The car stopped by police before is not believed to be the correct one. Club Captain Tony joins the search.
Plan is we're waiting for a Coast Guard airplane to give us some aerial support, so that's going to be about half an hour, and we're just setting up to do another actual on-land search. Make sure there's nothing there, nothing that we've missed.
With no definitive knowledge, everyone acts on the worst-case scenario, a baby left for dead.
We can't be certain that no one has gone in the water.
As numerous crew disperse to search, Surfcom representative Delta 1 arrives. Never before has a search of such magnitude taken place at Piha involving a baby. An unimaginable concept for most of us.
Up along there. Up and along. If you want me to go up on top towards us as well. We're just doing a double check and absolutely eliminating the land while we wait for the Coast Guard plane to arrive to make sure that if there has been a baby drop, that it's not stuck somewhere in between some rocks.
Tony is drawn to an ominously flattened area.
So has anyone been through here? I don't know. Don't have any clue. I mean, me and Paul, we ran up that other side of the blowhole track, but that's about it. Yeah. It looks as though there's been someone through here. Curious that this is all flattened. Could they get a dog out to, have they got a dog? The what? Not now that yeah, because we've been right through everything.
It's a vast search area to tackle, and the water is still not ruled out. Before the light disappears, Tony gets Jess in the water to explore the blue pools with a snorkel, while other crews continue to explore on foot.
Roger, I'll just confirm that with one of the other quads, there were some people over there. Piha Tony from base, copy?
Yeah, copy. Yeah, Bucky, Tommy's just come over from Dawson, so...
This specific part is known as the washing machine because at high tide, it surges like its namesake. Luckily for Jess, it's low tide. Due to the low cloud, the helicopter can't fly in.
They can't come around the harbour end of the chopper. No, because of the low cloud. They can't see the white tacks.
Tony and his crew discuss one last-ditch effort.
Me personally, I'd be happy if we just did a sweep through here, because there are a lot of tracks and stuff through there, and a lot of push-down grass areas.
If there is something to be found, a grid search ensures every piece of ground is covered.
So no, Tommy's checked that. Yeah, cleared that, eh?
Jess returns from his swim empty-handed.
Nothing.
Much like everyone else, Willie awaits a verdict.
Until the police are happy that we've searched everywhere. It's starting to lose light now, so it won't be too much longer.
From the police incident controller, you guys can stand down on your search. Over. Return to base, all copy.
That's it, let's go home.
All crews head back to the club for a debrief.
In jobs like this, the police are incident controllers, so they manage the whole operation. So having conducted a shoreline search and previous in-water search, obviously with falling light and adverse conditions for aircraft to be flying around, there's not a lot more that can be done.
This whole incident remains unsolved. Given the information from two different informants,
retarded holes had said that she was abusing her kid, and they were walking back that way. Yeah, and baby was being thrown up and down by the lady.
So there's a guy in white with a baseball hat There's the girl in the
carrying a
shorts.
diaper.
He was carrying a diaper.
Yeah, dirty diaper. At least they carried it out.
And the people that didn't want to be filmed
Have you seen anyone with a baby?
The camera?
Everyone is left perplexed as to what really happened that night at Piha. Despite further investigations by the police, no suspects have yet been identified in relation to the witness accounts.